Alrighty guys, Anthony here behind the camera today. This menacing stack of orange amps here, I'm getting ready to shoot them out and give you a comparison video. Not like a blindfold test, just both amps. Here's both amps. How close are they? How different are they? The top one is my OR15, which is my little quick in-out type of gig amp. Bottom one is Carl's Super Crush 100. And then that's my vertical 212, the PPC212V with the Neo Creambacks. So we're going to use these two guitars. Good old Les Paul Standard, and see if I can get it. And the black Esquire, because everybody knows what a Les Paul and a Tele sounds like. Those two, that stack, come across. See? Nothing on the floor, just a cable. And then in the Universal Audio Luna. Should be fun. Alright. Anthony here from the A&B Guitar Show. It's time to do the orange amp comparison before I have to give Carl's Super Crush 100 back. So, nothing scientific. We got the orange cab mic'd up with a 57. It's Neo Creambacks in there. It's just the stock orange cab, what you could go to Guitar Center and buy. So, let's say you wanted to go get an orange stack. You go into Guitar Center, you're going to get this cabinet, and these are your two choice of heads. Which one do you like the sound of better? This is what we're doing. I have my Tele. Over here to my left, I have my Sunburst Les Paul. Everybody knows what a Les Paul sounds like. Everybody knows what a Tele sounds like. Super Crush first, then we'll shut the camera off, switch it over because I have to reach behind, plug everything in. We'll get the OR ripping. We're not going to try to get them to sound as close as they can or anything, just the best tones I can get out of both these amps with both guitars. So here we go. Tele first, then Les Paul. Switch over to that Les Paul quick. They're probably a pop, but we're not professional. We don't want anything between us and the guitar. Just an amplifier, so you can get the honest amplifier and the honest guitar. There it is. There's the pop. Is the Les Paul in tune? Yep. Bridge pickup on the Les Paul. So that sounds pretty darn good. So let me make the switch quick. I'm going to go over to the OR15. I'm going to try to keep the levels the same because the OR15 is a loud little amplifier. We're going to go back to the Tele, and then I'll take you up close to the amplifiers and show you where we ended off with on the front panels for the settings. So I'll be right back. All right, and just like that, we're back with the Telecaster again. This time you're going to hear the OR15. So the only thing that changed is the amplifier. Same cabinet, same everything. So, back to the Tele. Those are darn close. Over to the Les Paul. This is pretty fun. I like having these two here. I want to give that other orange back. They sound really good. So, do a little bit of a guitar shuffle. Tele down. Come on, in the stand, don't go on the floor. Almost did go on the floor. Boy, that would have sucked, wouldn't it? And Les Paul. Would have sucked more if it was a Les Paul, though, because these things break. Tellys don't break, because they build them right. So those are all such usable tones. They all sound great. So let's stop the computer, we'll stop the recording, and I'll take you over and you can see the settings that we ended up at on both oranges. And they're surprisingly similar as far as the EQ goes. Volumes are drastically different. One is solid state, one is tube. If I would set the volume on the OR as high as I have it on the Super Crush, I'd lose more of my hearing than I already have. Let's go take a look at those settings though, and then you guys can decide from there with your ears and see which one you preferred. So over here at the stack, you can see the OR15 is still on. Pull that down to standby. There's the settings. 15 watts. I had the volume up just about 3, just under 3. Treble was up pretty high. Mids were cutting a little bit because oranges are so midi. Bass right in the middle, gain just below half. I will come down here to the Super Crush, and the channel volume on the Super Crush was gunned. The treble, just about up over half. Mid scooped a little bit. The bass on this one just pushing over half, and the gain just pushing over half. So, can I get them both? There's both amps. If you look at the little white dot on the knobs, they're pretty darn close. So, way to go, Orange. The solid state and the tube. Now, this isn't any one of the big tube heads. They're darn close, and they sound really good. Let us know what you guys think.